Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Wish You Were Beer, a weekly live beer review show. If you do me a favor, go down to the About section, give us a like, a subscribe, a share.
About, or is it just
the comment about?
It's just
the
down
description
somewhere.
section.
Don't point. So on the internet, don't go down here. That's not going to end well in the comment section for you.
Our
We don't,
comment section has been blowing up recently, by the way.
as of late.
I thought after that one brewery guy
I think that's the
came on that.
reference.
Oh no, Phil's frozen. Are we frozen or is it Phil? Phil is just really excited and he is stuck there.
I could hear both of you. I could hear you that whole time, but we were gone. This is going great. By the way, I think I did the order wrong too, so everyone may have seen our stupid faces prior to the opening. So things are just going great tonight.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
good,
I love
good.
it.
It's a great week.
It's only our 19th episode.
You think we may have it down by now?
No. It's this is why people like to join us, is because it is a shit show every time. Well,
Yeah,
I mean-
that's why people come in. They're like, "What's the shit show? What's happening this week on the shit show?"
It's the same reason you watch the old lady spin the wheel on Price is Right, just in case it falls off and decapitates her. It's the only reason you watch the show.
I just like guessing the prices.
Of course you, never mind. That show is 100% geared at subjugating women to do the grocery shopping and dishes, and of course you know all the prices. That's your
I'm
job.
the worst at it. I am much better at Wheel of Fortune.
Sure.
Like way better.
Okay.
And then Jeopardy follows it and usually puts me back in my
Hey,
place.
before we get into our weekly routine of what shows we watch per hour, do you mind if we
Between
finish?
7 and 8. Oh, you should subscribe. You
Thank
should
you.
like.
Thank you.
Should make
Subscribe
sure
to Hanging with Mr. Cooper is what you should
Yeah, that's
subscribe
usually
to.
12:30.
make sure to share it with all your friends because we are almost at 69 subscribers.
That's
Once
where
we're
we
there, we just stop.
That's where we cut it off and just invite Gronk on the show, right?
Yeah. That's it.
How many viewers do you have? Just so we can go 69. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. How many touchdowns do you have?
69. Also, if you're logged into your YouTube, you can
Comment
along with us and follow along. Also, make sure you follow our Instagram.
We're really good at keeping up on it.
I mean,
We're
sort of.
getting better.
Yeah, we're getting better.
Because I've passed the torch more or less to Phil.
Correct.
Because
Well, now we're just double teaming it. That's something you should
Got
say
it.
on a live show, right?
that sounds awful.
Double teaming.
Yeah.
That's on our double teaming podcast on
Right, which is
Saturday.
actually a professional wrestling podcast. The name was a poor choice, but so now honestly, make sure you follow us everywhere you can. Give us a subscribe; it would really be great.
and share it with your friends.
Correct, and you can go on our the page and find out what beers we're going to be having in the following weeks. We're also trying to post videos in between anytime Tiffany and I go to a brewery, or if we're just checking in a beer from one of the boxes that we've got, either from Tavor or Beer Drop. Go find our Untapped handles and follow us along so you can see how early myself or Tiffany have a beer.
Nope, not a good idea. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Or just don't judge us.
Don't judge us.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Correct.
This is
Oh, I judge.
Oh, yeah.
well,
Judgment free on your end. I'm judging constantly.
that's we expect it from you, Phil.
That's just true.
Everyone else is on the hook.
True story. That being said, I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany. As always, that's
Oh,
Phil. Phil, where are you at nowadays?
So I'm in Boulder, Colorado now,
Okay.
and I'm a little upset you didn't introduce me as that bearded man
Yeah,
because
well, usually it's
I-
that beautiful bearded man, but
Yeah,
obviously
you didn't say it tonight, and now I'm
not-
concerned. I'm very concerned because I went and actually got a professional beard trim today.
Right, that's
you didn't
why.
say it, so I'm very concerned.
Honestly, if you had it done professionally, I think that's what threw me off because I'm like, Phil looks great.
You do look good.
Obviously,
And I'm
something's
so
wrong.
sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm like a terrible friend and I didn't even notice.
Didn't even notice. Why did I even bother?
Right.
Should have just let this thing get bushly and it wouldn't have even mattered.
Oh no, I would have said
It doesn't.
something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm a
would've
better
said
friend
something.
than that.
All right, good.
It looks good. But like our first episode, you we're like conditioning it and stuff. So I just
Oh,
assumed it's a usual Thursday for you that you like put extra effort.
It's true. You're okay. All right, I'll let this one slide.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Had this been a Wednesday, I would have been like, "Whoa, Phil, what's up with your
You
beard?
look
It
great."
looks amazing."
You know, I take care of it one day a week.
This is true.
So yeah, I'm in Boulder, Colorado, and I'm having a blast here. This city is awesome. The breweries are everywhere, so I'm going to be exploring them this weekend.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm 6 minutes away from walking away from Upslope Brewery.
Very
So
cool.
they and I found out that they do their beer the same way Telluride does. They do the snow water thing.
The snow melt.
Yeah, the snow melt. So I guess that might be a kind of a thing Colorado.
I mean, you got to work with what you've
I was
got.
going to say, so I remember when we were talking with Telluride, they were talking about how that is essentially just their water source for the city.
Right.
And I listened to a podcast about this.
That seems odd.
But it had to do with like the water shortage and how the Rockies are not getting as much snow, which means the snow melt is.
Do you think it's because of the amount of sales of Coors Light? They're tapped out. We've already tapped the Rockies.
Done.
It's fine. If anyone would like to know more, feel free to ask me.
And I'll send you the link for the podcast.
When Daniel's not here. Right, I will. It's actually very interesting. It has to do with like they can't build any more new houses because they don't have the ability to sustain these houses. Global warming.
Fascinating.
Anyway, yeah, it was actually really cool. Daniel's just a jerk. But if you'd like to talk to me about this on a separate note, when Daniel's not here making fun of me for all my podcast listening, I'm sorry I'm so well informed.
You talk so much about how busy you are throughout the day, and then you're like, but I listened to this.
But I listened to this 5-hour podcast.
I get to like walk around and
I got
do
the
things.
history of Colorado.
No, it's like I'm showering. What else are we gonna do?
I can't get your trivia done until the last minute, Phil, but I've got time for my podcast.
Listen, I can't do the trivia while I'm showering or doing my makeup or like.
I told you, be careful. Phil's going to be on my team here shortly.
Yep.
We're going to go on your team. Never mind. No, that's not right.
I'm not interested.
Now I gotta make a double team thing.
No, you don't. It's fine.
You don't have to.
We're good. We can just carry on.
So are you going to go to Telluride though? I know we asked that, but
am I going to tell you? Of course I'm going to Telluride.
You would have already been there if you're in Colorado. Why not?
No, we go to Telluride Wednesday morning.
Okay.
It's about 7 hours from Boulder. And
wow, how big is that state?
I know. Well, it took me 3 days to get out of Texas, and that was just awful.
Yeah, that's a big state. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was in Taos, New Mexico, and they have Taos Brewing Company there, and I tried a bunch of their beers. Fantastic.
Was that the reason that it wasn't open near the place?
Yeah, so we stayed in this vintage RV park, and they have what they call the mothership right behind it. It's this giant, giant space with a half shell where they have concerts. It's a huge thing, but apparently it's really hard to find employees right now, and so they haven't been able to open it up. And that sucked because we were right there, and I could have just walked over and drank at the brewery and gone right back to the RV.
God, sounds like you were in Texas still.
I might as well have been. But I did have some cool beers from there. I had this cactus sour beer that was really interesting. Yeah, that was about it. So
it seems odd that you haven't filmed anything on all these excursions.
That
seems crazy to me.
You should film things while you're out.
That would make sense. Yeah.
You're traveling across country, and we have yet to get a video from you from any fucking brewery.
Well, the problem is that I don't go indoors to these breweries yet. I'm still not an indoor guy, and they're all indoors. So I've got to grab these beers and leave.
You're out of Texas now, though, so you should be safer.
I know, but it's still just with the new variant and all this stuff. I'm just like, I'll just take it to go. I'll go back to the RV. But you're right. I should have posted something while I was at the RV.
Nothing would be me more than you cracking a weird beer in New Mexico in an RV. That sounds like an adventure unto itself.
I did see the
missed opportunity.
You can film things from the outside.
True story.
Do you remember my awful video we filmed at where were we?
Don't we? That was you walking around with the phone.
We were in Gloucester.
Yeah.
The first one.
Phil was like, you know what you need to do? You should film something. And I was like, cool, I got this. And I'm like walking around like this, like I'm
Looks like the fucking Blair Witch Project.
It was so bad.
You can watch it. Anyone watching it's on our
feed.
Yeah. We did edit it.
And somehow Phil made it look like I almost knew what I was doing. Like there was some serious editing. But there was a point where I realized that I was filming and it was facing me, but like I couldn't flip the camera while it was filming. So I'm like tapping it like it's like Snapchat or whatever, like trying to like.
Just when our viewers thought you were young.
Nope. No. They have literally never thought that. And if they did, you're all very sweet people, but please make sure to subscribe and tell all your friends.
About this young, cool new show.
Yeah. These hip folk.
Yeah.
What are we doing tonight?
Oh, we're drinking.
Oh, we're Nope. Again, that's, I guess, Tuesday now.
Is it not Tuesday? I get so excited for Tuesday.
We are drinking a beer from Virginia. It's from Bedford, and it is Beale's beer, and it is their American Porter that they have available.
What's the name of it?
It is Your Manager Is Bitch.
I'm still excited for this beer only because when Phil was in town to visit us, we went to Total Wine.
Always a good
right.
While having had no beers prior.
Correct. We were 100% sober and then walked into.
I did not drive you there.
It's like getting high and going into a fucking McDonald's. Like you're gonna make some decisions.
Yeah.
Great decisions, apparently.
But it's funny because I just pulled it out of the beer fridge. I haven't looked at it since, and I was like, "Oh, it's a porter." I forgot this was a porter.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize a lot of things about it, and I think that it is a testament to we had a good day.
Yes, you did. And
well, we got a few more coming up too. Next week.
Oh yeah, next week's is also a beer from that excursion.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've just been carrying these things across country. So
I love they've just been going hot to cold in the trunk if you're like in the Midwest. Like, ugh.
Yep, and I just left them in the car. Let's see how this one tastes tonight.
Oh God. Can't get more American than this. It's been through Texas's hot season.
This is true. So, but we're excited for Beale's because Beale's is actually building a tap room within 5 miles of our house.
Yes.
Nice.
It will be our closest brewery.
Yep.
It will be very exciting.
It's not walking distance, which would be way better. Well,
it'd be better if maybe Yorktown had sidewalks in the first place. And then
you guys got Ubers in Yorktown?
We do. Yeah, we got the Uber.
So it's like a $5 Uber home.
Exactly. It's dirt cheap still.
I don't know. It's just not like, it's not like a city. Like it's like a.
Yeah, it's a historical town.
I love Ubers in small towns. It's my favorite. Yeah. I once got picked up in an old minivan that like the door was falling off and like
I had one of those.
He had like chickens in the back. He was like doing something else. Oh, it's fantastic.
With the chickens?
Yeah.
Like live chickens?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Small town. What else you guys do?
What am I gonna do? I'm in the van.
He took me where I needed to go. 5 stars.
5 stars. That's I think. Usually I give the people that are weirder the higher ratings.
Oh,
like, they got me where I was going. That's literally all I care about. If we talk about
the job.
We literally have 0 viewers now. I just want you both to know.
We had 3,
now it's 0. Even Vero, our like #1 fan, was like, I'm out.
I guess we should maybe get into some history and facts of this beer. Would that be smart? I guess it would.
So I wake up my computer because I didn't take actual notes.
Oh, great.
So
we tried.
It was a good week.
So there's the can.
I would love to know who this woman is on the can.
She is the manager. She's the general manager.
Her name is Brittany.
Yes.
That is funny.
Yeah.
She worked her way up from, she was a server and then a beer tender. And then now she's the general manager for the tap room.
Very cool.
Yeah, good for her. I love hearing stories like that.
I heard she's a bitch.
She is bitch. She's not a bitch. She is bitch.
Exactly. I love it.
They actually made sure to specify. They said, Brittany is actually a kind and hardworking individual. Of course they would.
Yeah,
she wrote it.
That. Yeah.
All right. So I was trying to accomplish these in the middle of my workday whenever I had a 5-minute break. So
no one wants to hear about how lazy you were about this. Let's just move it.
I forgot about them because I was deep in a podcast on the history of Boulder, Colorado.
I'm gonna just hit you one of these days, and I don't think anyone is gonna ever.
No one is gonna question.
They'll be like, "Oh man, it has been like 19 seasons."
That's literally the only reason we're watching the show. Is building the anticipation of you smacking the shit out of it.
I'm gonna make a card for it for when it happens.
No, for the record, I don't believe in domestic violence.
No.
So, where did Beales get their name? A, it's the owner's last name. B, it's a combination of the founder's last name and in the town of Bedford, like Brangelina or Benifer. C, it's derived from an old legend of lost treasure. Or D, the brewery is named after the founder's love of beagles, and when they got their marketing materials back, they had mistyped beagle, and it was Beale.
Oh my God, I wanted to be D so bad.
Oh, I know you do.
I'm going to say D. That sounds like something random that would happen to a brewery.
Yeah, right.
We'll just go with it. We're $100,000 in. Let's go.
I'll go with D as well because I feel for the person who spelled it wrong, and because I do that all the time, as you guys know.
Because it happens.
All the time.
All the time. Pharaoh says C, which means she's right and we're idiots. Great.
It is lost treasure.
God damn it.
Which is also super cool, but I specifically made it sound really boring because I wanted you guys to pick the other one.
What does it have?
I had so much fun making these things up, you guys. I am on a serious lack of sleep, and I was like, I got this. I was like, Benifer. I was like, I'm going to make a thing about Benifer, and I'm going to make a thing about... Anyway.
Benifer's back, baby. Sorry.
Well, then I was like spelling it out, and I almost misspelled it, and I was like, oh my God, if I just added a G to this, it'd be beagle. And then it was like 5 minutes later, and I realized that I was going to be late for a meeting, so... Yeah,
lost treasure?
But it's a lost treasure. I was hoping you'd do that. I needed an out. I was just rambling.
What do you mean it's a lost treasure?
So, I put the link in the notes because it is a lot.
Okay.
But here, hold on, let me read.
I mean, I've seen Muppet Treasure Island.
It's derived from a legend of the mysterious treasure that many believe was buried.
Buried?
Buried.
Hi, my name's Cleveland. I'm from South Carolina.
It was buried in Bedford by Thomas Jefferson Beale, not Thomas Jefferson.
Right.
His last name was Beale. Right. In the 1820s, and actually, like within Beale's original, like within their tap room, there's a lot of like elements to it, and apparently there's even like some of their sandwiches are named after this.
Cool.
But anyway, there was like various scrolls basically that like alluded to a lost treasure.
Gotcha.
Which was like a lot of money. Hold on, it was like multiple millions of dollars.
Why would you call your brewery this though? What's the?
I don't know, because it's like town history, which I mean I'm cool with.
Yeah, I mean so they're out of Bedford, so if it's like a Bedford story, then yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Right.
Why would we call them the Salem witch trials? There were other trials of witches.
Those were just the most famous.
Yeah, because we named them by the city they were in.
Oh.
Good idea.
Okay,
Beales.
okay, I see. I'm sorry I didn't catch that.
Yeah, obviously it was hard to follow.
All right, what is the most popular Beals beer? Excuse me, Gold, which is a Hellslager, the Silver, which is a German Hefeweizen, Red. These are the names for the record.
Yeah.
Which is a West Coast style red IPA, or the Plumbricot, which is a Berliner Weiss.
Give me D for the win.
God, they got real creative with their names.
I'm okay with it. It's got to be A or B because IPAs are usually not like their most popular because
depends on when they collected this data because IPAs are more popular these days.
Oh yeah, but still.
So it's
IPA when you're at a brewery, you're there with multiple people. Even as popular as an IPA is, a lager or Hefeweizen's always going to be outselling.
True. All right, let's go with A. Plus Vero knows.
I'm going with B.
Oh.
You don't even like Hefeweizen.
I don't, but it's a very popular beer.
Oh.
I'm going to go with A.
It is A.
God
It
damn
is
it.
their which we've had. They're very good.
Oh yeah, we have had that one.
They're like cute little bottles.
Yeah. I do remember that. Not
it's
really. I looked it up.
Straightforward and easy to drink, full body with a crisp finish. Sounds like a great lager.
Gold medal. Is that why they named it that?
No.
Yeah.
Why did they name it?
No,
Gold?
it has to do. No, once again, it has to do with that lost treasure thing. They all.
Keep forgetting about this.
I read about
I'm real hard on for Tarzan. Like, good lord.
I don't remember. It's fine.
Boom. Next question.
I love these.
So it's 50-50.
No, that's true. It is 50-50. Already got one right. Next, true, false.
I'm sorry, what?
Really?
Oh, okay. Beale's Beer was the first brewery to open in Bedford, Virginia. I didn't know I had to read it.
You've read every other single one.
I don't know.
You always read them.
Right.
Why are you changing it? This is why the show is always so confused.
Have you
changed
ever
up too much?
seen this show?
I've never seen this show.
I'm going false because now my goal is just to go opposite of Vero because she's obviously right.
I don't know if that's a good policy.
Served me well so far.
It has not.
True.
Well at all. It is true. It's the first one. And like recently.
Do you think anyone owns the Bedford Beer Company?
No, that's a
nope.
Just Google it. Nope, we got it.
Nope. Do you think the people at Beales like typed in Beales and then were like, I wonder if the Virginia Beer Company is a thing that we could call it. Can we look that up? Oh, that's probably not available.
Surely
Let's not even bother looking.
Yeah, so they opened June 24th of 2017. So
I didn't realize they were still that new.
Yeah, they're relatively new, but they've been brewing beer. I think it was like 2010 was when they kind of like started, like at least the idea of it. I don't know. It's somewhere.
Do I know where Bedford is? Like I know we're in
think
Virginia. I should know where all things are in Virginia.
Oh, 2015. So it grows from that. Anyway, I looked this up and I can't recall where it is on the map. Okay. It's kind of a barge for us.
Well, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's doable. It's just not.
It's not in like the Nelson 151 area though. It's
no.
That. Okay.
I don't think so. I don't know. Beales, I apologize. All right, true or false? Your manager is bitch is the title of an email. We already talked about it. They received recently in regard to. Oh, we did. Okay. Yeah. Disgruntled customer who was refusing to wear a mask.
That one is true. Yeah, it says it on the back of the can.
Yeah,
that's the whole story.
So the back of the can actually has like the subject of the email, like a screenshot of it.
Yeah.
And it literally is, y'all suck, your manager is bitch.
And your beer tastes like old, hot orange juice.
Hot old orange juice, which I love that the guy who wrote this knows what that tastes like, too. Like,
I mean, everybody has a day, you know.
Anyway, but it led this gentleman to, he was denied service and then escorted from the brewery. And they then sent this email, y'all suck.
I just love that someone was escorted out of a building and like the email he wrote was y'all suck, your manager is bitch, it tastes like old orange juice. Like there's no like let's set the scene here. Tell me what happened from your end of things. Maybe apologize for getting kicked out of my establishment. This could go over really well or
But anyway, so this is their third edition of some sort of like troll email thing. And it has been like this huge thing across like the service industry in general over the past like year and a half of like these people are working to like provide services to people who are like myself, not doing anything outside of my own home.
Right.
And very appreciative of these people. And there's individuals who just haven't been as nice. So anyway, this was like a huge rallying cry across the service industry and beers like in general.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because we're all trying to keep our employees safe and we're trying to do the right thing and either come in, follow the rules, drink our beer, or GTFO.
Which is an acronym.
It is.
I just learned that today. No, it's not 4. It's
get the funk
get
out.
The fuck out. 4 is the number.
I thought it was the funk out.
Oh, that's different. Yeah.
No, that's what everyone's saying to you at the moment. Get that funk out.
Oh no.
All right, true or false? Beale's Beer has a full-service restaurant in their Bedford location, but will rely on food trucks for their Yorktown location.
True. Yeah.
I'm
sounds right.
True only because if they're in Bedford, and Bedford sounds like a small enough town, like how many food trucks are in Bedford where you can have a food truck every night? You know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta have at least a scratch kitchen or like something. Like, so I'm gonna say true.
I'm saying true as well.
Got you guys again.
What?
False.
There's enough food trucks in Bedford to.
No, they're gonna have a full service restaurant in Yorktown as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fantastic. You guys should go film something for the opening.
And they will be serving locally sourced food.
Oh, great. Because no one around here eats what's always around here.
Yeah, we do.
I'm saying this is boring.
Oh no, it's my favorite.
God. Great, some more Yorktown onions. Woo.
Those are.
Oh, yeah. Yours coming out of that hot trunk really had a decent pop to it.
All the carbonation is now gone. It just exploded out.
Yours is now nitro. We had no idea.
Yes.
I've got it. That's half.
No, I was just good.
Will you hold this? I don't have a place to put
it. Yes.
Oh, that's foamy. Smells like it's been in a hot car.
After I read the description of the beer, and then you two like made the joke that they've been in the back of the car, I was like, "Oh, his is gonna be amazing, though." It won't be like old orange juice; it'll be like old roasty peanut buttery.
Sounds delicious.
It smells very sweet.
Yeah, I think they said it had a lot of caramel in it.
Caramel and is it pecan or pecan? How do you guys do it?
It's pecan.
Pecan?
I say pecan.
I think I say pecan, but I can't remember anymore because everyone corrects you.
Yeah.
I say pecan.
My great grandfather had like 20 of those trees in his backyard, and that's literally what he always said pecan. So that's as far back as I remember it, and that's
pecan just makes me. And we talked about this recently. It's just a place where you go pee, and it's a can, and it's like just sounds very icky. I don't want that anywhere near my digestive tract.
Like a root beer float I got going on over here.
Yeah, I like it.
This would be good with some vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, this is really good.
I haven't gotten into it yet. Can't get past the foam.
Well, that's maybe you poured it incorrectly.
Maybe it's that hot trunk. God. That's actually just a fungus on top of the beer growing.
It's going to add to the flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, drink fresh. All right. Well, I don't follow the rules.
I'm a rule breaker.
So this is definitely sweet. I definitely taste a lot of caramel.
Yep.
I'm not getting a whole lot of pecan flavor. Like I said, I don't like that nuttiness to it.
I think it's
not pecan, but I'm getting a lot of pecan flavor.
Thank you. Me as well. Getting hit hard with the pecan.
No.
Now I can't not hear pecan.
That's why when I say it like that, it makes it even worse for Tiffany. If you just put a little syllable press in the middle, God.
Give me some of that pecan pie.
You know what I love in my pie? Pecan.
It's pecan pie, and it's good.
We got away.
They're actually really sweet. I can only have like a tiny sliver. I think it's the molasses.
I think this is better than I thought it was going to be.
I agree.
Same here. Sometimes when I see kind of like these cans that are like clearly like let's like get you to buy it, and it's kind of funny, and you think like they just kind of like threw in one of their less popular, or maybe the batch came out and it wasn't that great, so they're like, we're gonna only do one batch of this anyway, so let's give it a funny name and people will buy it.
Sure.
Not here. This is actually really good.
Yeah, I typically like porters more than Tiffany does.
Yes. But that's because
you're more of a stout fan.
I do like stouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think maybe in my old age, I'm starting to like porters more.
Yeah.
Because we've had a couple on the show, and for the most part, I haven't not liked them.
Yeah.
I didn't start today, but I started like my post-work day after picking up the car, which was very exciting. Sorry, I forgot all about it. I did have a Guinness, which was delicious because I was like, well, we're drinking dark beer.
Now, what is the difference between a porter and a stout?
Porters are typically sweeter,
yes.
So your stouts are going to be typically more like a dry or a coffee or
oatmeal-y.
Yeah, like an oatmeal stout. Porters are, generally speaking, going to be a little bit on the sweeter end for a dark beer like this.
I always consider them more boozy.
Well, it depends. I don't know. We've had some really boozy porters, but porters historically aren't they lower ABVs?
I don't know. And I feel like the last time we had a porter on this show, we discussed the same topic, and I didn't know then either. So obviously I forgot to look this up.
You got to listen to a porter stout podcast and you'll be good.
Not with all this Boulder, Colorado information.
It was about global warming.
Can't fit the porter stout information.
Water scarcity. It was a big deal, and it still is. You were the worst player on my team. The worst. I don't even know why we hang out.
Phil, did you wear a dark and stormy t-shirt on purpose?
No. I only have so many shirts, and it was one of them.
That's right. Daniel was like, I need a different shirt to wear for the show. And he was like, cool, Tiffany, let me see if I fit some of your shirts. He does not.
I do not.
Also, for the record, in our last show, Daniel called me fat and said I couldn't fit a shirt.
I did not.
Fit it perfectly, for the record.
I pointed and said, you're not going to fit it because...
It's a shirt.
Of all those male models across
Also, this shirt is the funniest shirt. There's like, and they're all in like model poses. It's great. They're like posing with their boxes.
Tiffany was so excited about this shirt.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea.
I was like, I'm wearing this on the show. I planned this on Monday.
No, so the dark and stormy, I did look at that as well. I was like, oh, that works out nicely. But no, this is for the drink, the dark and stormy. I don't know if you know those drinks.
Correct.
Ginger beer and
crab apple juice.
I don't know. But Vero looked it up for me just now. Stout has roasted malts. Makes sense. They usually are a bit more roasty and like kind of they have more of like a flavor complexity to them. In my
humble
experience.
Opinion.
Right? No, in my experience. Okay. I'm not humble, let's be honest.
I know.
I try to. I have a sign that says like be humble or something.
Yeah,
I'm basically like one of those commercials.
You're that commercial. Like, do we need a sign that says to live, laugh? No.
Yep. No, it just says be humble, and it's right near my work computer. So.
I love those ads so much.
They're my favorite.
You hired him. He doesn't need you.
That is one of my favorites.
I love it. She's like on speakerphone, like walking through. I'm gonna have a light lunch,
a big salad,
light dinner or snack for dinner.
This beer is really good. I hope that they keep it.
Really like it.
I think, especially with porters or like heavier or darker beers, not heavier. I mean, it's a light ABV, but with the darker beers, it's always the question for me of, am I going to have another one of a dark beer? Because usually, like with dark beers, for me, I'll have one.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not a heavy ABV, the flavor profile is typically so heavy that I'm like, oh god, like give me a lager after it so that I can rinse it out.
No. Dark beers are usually my fall and winter.
Oh yeah, sure.
Choice. Just because they usually are kind of a heavier, and it's it's sweater weather.
No, jeez.
Sweater weather.
It's also one of my favorite SNL sketches.
Yeah, we reenact it on our Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Sweater weather.
It's our sweater weather podcast.
Yeah.
Not an SNL podcast. Just sweater weather.
Just sweater weather.
Well, Daniel, you and I have matching sweaters, so
this is
we might as well. We wear them every time on the show.
I keep waiting for that picture to make a appearance somewhere. It still hasn't.
Yeah.
Like every week goes by, and I'm like, dodged another bullet.
You just set me up.
I can't believe you haven't thought of that yet. I thought for sure you'd already like piled
Maybe I did.
Budweiser's a friend of mine. Friend of mine is a friend of mine.
I'm actually disappointed that you didn't have the photo, and that was what it was. And I'm sad at the same time that I was sad about that Budweiser. For the record, it was a double whammy.
This is a very complex situation.
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle it.
I'm not PMSing, you're PMSing. I'm not sad.
All right, I think it's score time.
It is.
Go ahead.
It is definitely.
Who wants to go first here?
I'll go. 4.25. You're up. Although I changed my rating scale.
You said go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just feel like I should point that out for people who might not have heard last week. Because I was very adamant that I don't go over 4. Now I'm very adamant that I don't go over 4.5 because I feel like they deserve.
Well, you can go over, but
right, like it was
very challenging.
Right, it's like this is the equivalent to an orgasm.
Right.
So you're saying that this is
not,
but it's close.
It's pretty close. It's pretty good.
So it's like how Daniel gets you every time, just close.
Thank you.
No.
He's a 4.25.
It depends on what time we go to bed.
It's not the only time Daniel's been like, "Here comes the 4.25er."
For the record,
I'd give you that in 2 installments, maybe.
No, it is 100%.
On back pay.
I put my mouth guard in and my sleep mask on, and I'm like, I'm out. Don't come near me.
We have a really sexy bedroom routine.
Yeah.
I can
Mouth
tell.
guard, sleep mask.
I've watched.
What?
Nope.
Oh, that's our Wednesday.
No.
I'm very techie, guys. I was at your house for one night, so
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
drinking.
I thought I saw
you know that teddy bear in your room. It ain't just a teddy bear.
I just love that there's still a teddy bear in the room that you left here with a camera in it. And you're like, oh yeah, we have a teddy bear. What are you giving it, Bill?
I'm gonna match you with that, Tiffany. I'm gonna give it 4.25 as well.
Good.
It's so good. I drank it again. I never ordered the same beer twice, but if I was going to, I could.
I'm trying to think like a non-alcoholic. Like if I was going to order the same beer twice.
Got to get your numbers up. By the way, I'm at 700, guys.
I know. I saw that.
It's very exciting.
It is exciting.
I am afraid to look.
I know my number.
4.25. Yes, we've all talked about it.
Well, I'm going to give it a solid 4 as well. I'm not going to go 4.25 quite yet.
And why is that? Why is it not higher for you?
Right. Explain yourself.
It's delicious. Don't get me wrong, and I probably would have another one, but it's almost a little too sweet for me.
That explains why we're together.
Right. Like it's like Tiffany said, like this would go really great in like a root beer float type, like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, I'd throw a vanilla ice cream.
I love this as a beer, but as soon as I started to think about it as to how sweet it was, it almost made it a dessert. I'm not a big dessert guy.
Oh, I love dessert.
Yeah.
It's not true.
I'm the same way. I'm not a big dessert guy as well, but there's something that's really just like easy drinking about this that I'm like, I like it. Like
it's kind of thin. Like for a dark beer, it's thinner.
Yep.
Which is like kind of what I equate to a lighter beer, like a lager is a thinner beer usually. Sure. And I think that's what makes it better for me is that it is a drinkable beer.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I'm drinking like a loaf of bread.
Right.
I was also going to talk about a loaf of bread because isn't there like this thing about Guinness where everyone says like one Guinness amounts to a loaf of bread? Have you ever heard that?
I have not heard that.
I feel like a Guinness is pretty thin though too.
But Guinness is like a weak ABV.
Yeah, it's like a 5.
It's like I've heard that somewhere and it has stuck with me. And everyone's like, if you have like a Guinness, it is as if you had eaten an entire loaf of bread.
Well, Vero says that she learned something from the Guinness.
No, that was the roasted malts with the.
That was about the loaf of bread. I'm clearly right.
Nope.
So,
no. Look at the timestamp.
male models. All right.
Do you got any reviews for us from Untapped?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that aspect of the show.
Oh, but it was
19 episodes in, and I'm still no idea what's going on. I do have some Untapped reviews. So here's the part of the show where we go through Untapped and we find out what others thought of this beer. This guy says, The can says to drink it cold, but I enjoyed it more as a warm to room temperature, and the flavor notes stood out more.
The flavor notes or nodes?
Nodes.
Because you should have your nodes looked at. That can cause damage to your vocal cords.
It could be either. Right?
I think
I agree.
I would probably agree with that. Most of these beers in the darker format are better, a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
I think it said to drink it fresh, not cold, right? Isn't that
It does say to cold as well, actually. So
Does it?
keep cold, drink fresh.
Interesting.
I did neither. So
And I'm still alive.
and I gave it a 4.25. So
That might just be heat stroke.
it might be. Let's see. What do we got?
Yeah.
Oh, we had to focus on the can.
The focus is on the lady's chin in the background.
Right. I wonder, is that bitch even got out of the way for Ludacris? I love these people so much.
Sorry, what?
Move, bitch.
Hey, right, yeah, exactly. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Oh,
That's
I
a
think
song
it was
mine and Daniel's era. I don't know if
Right.
you know it.
Yeah.
I do
Much
know.
like
No,
hanging with Mr. Cooper.
I literally quoted that today.
Yeah, you did.
We were driving to go pick up my car from the shop, and I quoted that song.
Also,
So, I'm familiar.
they got this from from a box or something. But if you notice in this picture, they have the copy of the beer we're having next
week
underneath of the glass. There, that's the army pants and flip flops. That's the
pretty
can
funny.
That's super weird. Who are you, Mark?
Well, no. So he purchased it from Beales in Bedford. That's what he says.
Which is fine, but
it is weird. Like, what is his glass resting on?
Is that like his like a dining room table cover? Like he has can art?
That'd be kind of cool.
But he has the same beer together that we're doing this week and next week. This guy's weird.
We got to get Mark on the show. We got to find out about this lady's chin.
Nope. Mark has access to our Google Calendar. Phil, how many people did you share that with?
Sorry, no, that's my brother.
It's on the website.
It's me. That's my mom. No, I'm just.
That is not your mother. Kelly, if you're listening, which you're not.
She's not.
You look better.
The beer for all Karens. And then I love that he cited this was my 281 check-in.
That was what threw me off about this was like, okay, like, yes, we can see that. Why
Look at his badges.
Us?
Level 7. Earned the heavyweight badge.
For
it's
the
his
first
281st check-in. That's his 5th beer that's listed as a heavyweight. The guy's not doing well. Logan.
By the way, are you guys badge people?
I mean, I get a little excited.
If it's the Lagerjack one.
If it's one of my fun ones.
I go, Lagerjack!
Right.
So I'm on the Untapped Reddit feed, and they're always talking about badges, and I'm like, you guys are losers. And I don't mean to say that, but it's like, who cares? It's a badge. What is the badge thing? I don't.
For us, we just
make them into little songs.
Yeah, we've made up little things about
it as I get
it.
I mean, they're fun, but I don't mind the badges. I'm not against the badges, but I'm more of like these people, like there's full-on conversations about like they removed a badge and you can't get that badge anymore. Right. And blah. I'm like, who cares?
Well, you know what they say is the hardest badge to level up in, though, don't you?
New badge of life.
New Brew Thursday. Why do you think we play in this show on a Thursday night? So we can have a new beer every Thursday night.
Snap.
So we can keep leveling up, and all these other suckers be like, how'd they get so many New Brew Thursdays? They're lying.
Nope.
We're going to be deep in that Reddit thread.
Got to get on there.
I love it.
All right, let's see if I have another one. Why? Oh, that didn't move. Last one.
No. There's
because this is the photo I post when I check in beers.
Is that like a baby onesie in the background? Like, I mean, obviously,
no. I think
beer.
it's just
it's donut blankets.
Okay. Now, granted, it's Springfield, Virginia, so
I have no idea what that means.
It's a beautiful place.
Oh,
the heroin flows like wine.
I'm sorry. So they use the word.
I'm just kidding.
Acrid.
Huh?
Which is
acrid.
like a big word.
I mean, it's really technically only 5 letters.
Well, I mean, like it's not a common word.
I'm not.
What does it mean? Tell me, Tiffany.
You got me on a bad week, man.
No, she brought up something she can't back up.
It's not like acidic, but it's similar.
All right.
We'll look it up for me in a second. My phone's like right there. Just can't quite.
He also earned the heavyweight level 13 badge. Now that we're talking about badges.
Bitter. Okay.
Oh, Kristen, because this is clearly.
Here. Isn't Woodbridge nicer than Springfield?
I'll bring it back for you. What are you looking at?
Okay, hold on.
You should copyright that.
I just don't know why. I post a lot of stupid pictures, right?
No.
Like in any capacity, but if I was checking in a beer, this is not the picture that goes along with it. I know. So he has a birthmark on his neck. I have a birthmark under my arm.
It's copyrighted.
Copyrighted mine so that you can't have the same birthmark as me. So if this gentleman was smart, he'd be making some money suing the shit out of people who have a similar birthmark.
He can sue us. It's on the show.
You can't sue me.
We're making so much money on this show. He could take it all.
Not unless you subscribe.
We only need, 940?
As far as I'm concerned, we need one more.
No, we need 900 and 30.
Well, this is the show that's going to get it.
This is one. This is 100% the one.
We're doing great.
I love it.
I'm so tired. I'd like to go to my sleep.
Well, good. Why don't you tell me what?
Fine. Tell us and go to bed. Get out of here. Leave Daniel and I to talk about hanging with Mr. Cooper.
No. I thought about this multiple times today, and every time I came up with something, and I don't know what they were.
Perfect.
So go and I'll
I love that in between your podcast and everything else.
No time.
Least prepared people on this show. I'm always ready.
All you do is drive all day.
You think that's all I do all day?
And then you go talk to 8 people.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm going to some work. I got to talk to my client.
Oh my god. Listen to this one.
Gonna crawl this house. No.
Well, at least I
no. No, I actually have no idea what they do about it for the records.
My favorite.
And I couldn't do it. So
I don't know. I watch him on Snapchat. I know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Driving. It's driving.
Throwing dead rats around. I'll go first.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll give you some time to think.
Thanks.
I
remember what it was. Just kidding. Keep going.
I don't know. I don't know what to do here, Phil. Actually, really, just from this week alone, I really just wish that Bezos was beer. Despite a massive accomplishment of building a giant, enormous industry that has a ton of money, what a fucking idiot. What a waste of space this human being is. And it's amazing to me that he's that rich.
I just love that, back in the day, if someone was going into space, it was this big deal. It was super exciting. And now this guy goes up and we're all like, fuck you.
Now, agreed. I also have that same thought in the back of my head. Somebody still went to space. Every time that happens, that's pretty amazing and cool.
When America relaunched recently, with
I cried $50 billion fucking dollars. You can just go to space whenever you want. Or you could do something for everyone that's fucking dying on Earth. Or
you could spend $28 million and be like, I've got a scheduling conflict. Sorry, you go on them without me.
This space program shit is getting out of hand. Next thing you know, I'll just pay to be a gymnast.
Well, also all the billionaires are doing it at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, because it's basically I have fuck you money too.
Right.
I can do this.
Yeah.
It's a dick measuring competition.
Oh, it is.
It's literally it's a dick
into a dick.
Yeah. The whole thing is insane.
Thank you very much. Exactly. A billionaire, not a single friend was like, "Hey, Jeff, that's a penis."
Oh, he knew.
Oh, he knew.
He was like, it's a dick measuring contest.
The man himself looks like a penis.
Right.
Oh yeah.
The whole thing is.
Yeah.
So,
So,
I don't even think that would work for me.
If Bezos was a beer, I could at least enjoy him. That's all.
that's fair.
I do remember mine. Our garden is spitting out more things than I know what to do with. I wish I could grow beer.
Oh God.
I'm very good at
grow
tomatoes.
hops.
Yeah, but then I gotta make it. I could just grow tomatoes and I go outside and I'm like,
Make your own 2-beer Tiffany.
We'd only have to make 2 beers.
it would just be nice if they were just that readily available where I just accidentally throw some tomato seeds in the ground and they sprout up. Like, let me just go plant this beer can. And all of a sudden I have multiple beers.
Oh no, that's a pecan. If you plant a pecan, it'll grow a pecan tree.
You got a pecan?
Nope.
You guys have a pecan in your backyard?
No, sir.
Well, you do live in Virginia.
Pecans and peanuts.
You throw that vagina in, we got a pecan.
Phil.
I wish you were beer this week. I wish the show on Netflix called Sexy Beast was beer. Have you guys seen
Oh my God,
show?
did you watch it?
Oh, I've watched it. Oh,
No.
have you watched it?
No.
What is it?
How is it? No,
How is
please.
it?
I saw the preview and I strayed away from it because I was too worried I might be
It's basically a sketch from 30 Rock, which is these
it
people
night cheese? Working on night cheese?
People go on dates. One person goes on a date with 3 people, but they're all in makeup or all in like monster,
like science fiction makeup.
Yeah, so like one person's like a panda head, the other person's like an alien, so they can't physically know what they look like when they're on the date. And then that one person has to like cut out the people from the date, and then they choose who they want, and it's revealed what they look like.
We're gonna watch an episode as soon as this is over.
Oh, it's so dumb, and I wish it was beer because I keep just drinking it.
I'm just drinking
it. I don't care if it's good or bad. I'm drinking it because it's beer.
I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm also watching Too Hot to Handle. I don't know if you guys watch that show.
You?
Oh God,
Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
Too Hot to Handle.
The whole show. It's just the sandwich on a turnstile.
My God.
That's all.
You imagine the ratings.
By the end of the show, though, it's not hot anymore. They're like, that's why we're gonna cut it off. It's done.
Show's over.
It's room temperature.
Yeah, this was an episode. Guys.
This was an episode.
I love it.
I apologize.
For what? For putting up really good, entertaining content for people to watch for free.
Thank you.
All we ask is for you to subscribe.
Sorry, internet.
But really, you should subscribe. You don't need to like necessarily put a little alert.
Honestly, I don't care if I ever see you again. Just subscribe. It's not rocket science. Push a fucking button and walk away.
Okay. Sign in. Remember your login.
Put in your Gmail.
We could have an AOL.
Well, we've already talked about what we're doing next week.
We are
so it's
doing that.
Young Veterans Brewing.
Yep.
Do you guys know Young Veterans Brewing? I do not.
Yeah.
They're
here in Virginia.
Been there?
Yep.
Where are they located?
No, we haven't been there. They're in Virginia Beach. We haven't been there, but obviously their beer is extremely distributed.
We've had multiples.
Yeah.
This was clearly another beer that Daniel and I chose while a little intoxicated because it's called Army Pants and Flip Flops.
The can is like pink and bright and like being filled like after drinking all day in Total Wine. Like
let's do this one.
The cutest gay couple ever. Like, oh my God, it's pink.
God, we are so adorable.
It was fantastic.
You take one and I'll take one.
And we skipped down the aisle after. It was amazing.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. So Young Veterans obviously is a heavy military-driven background.
It is Virginia Beach.
Yeah. I know. I just said that.
Okay.
So why do you think they called it Army Pants and Flip Flops?
I am assuming someone went to the Walmart and saw someone in their army pants and a pair of flip flops.
It could be Walmart, or it could just. Let's not kid ourselves here. Your ex-husband was military. You're not telling me there's not a pair of camouflage pants laying around or flip-flops. But I'm just telling you, if you go anywhere near the military bases, chances are you'll see someone in army pants and flip-flops. Somebody.
I just think I have a higher.
You don't have a higher standard.
Yeah.
Don't tell yourself that.
I'm running out of cards.
I got them all.
I'm
holding all the cards, Bill.
Yeah, okay.
So army pants and flip-flops.
Mm-hmm.
It's pink.
I don't even know what kind of beer it is. I haven't even looked.
Actually, I'm not sure either. I think it's an IPA.
I think it is.
If I picked it, it's probably an IPA.
Well, you also picked Manager is Bitch.
That was purely based on can art in the name, though. I literally just found out it was a porter an hour and some change ago.
This is true.
All right. Well, this was a show. Let's just call it that. It happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram because Tiffany's working so hard on it.
Which is not Boulder, Colorado in history.
Yeah, if you want to learn about Colorado in Boulder history, she's going to post a lot of stuff about it in the next few days.
It was about water conservation and water scarcity.
Oh my gosh. Our whole Instagram is changing. It's now the Wish You Were Water show.
So many jokes for
it's all just about desalination techniques that no one's taking advantage of because they're just too afraid.
Right.
Well, either way, follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff that we love talking about every week. It's our favorite.
One of these days, we're going to have, like, a legitimate ad in here, and I feel like it's going to be the worst. Like, they'll be like, no, we actually...
Colgate!
We are not going to pay you for that piece of garbage.
Right.
You just but we mentioned your name, like, 8 times. You didn't provide a script.
Look, I was talking about the Honda Odyssey for the past 3 weeks, and they have not reached out.
Mark Curry has not called me yet. I've talked about Mr. Cooper 50 fucking times.
Apparently, beer and Honda Odysseys do not mix. So
it mix really well, but
the carrying capacity alone, you could put like flats of beer back there. You need kids? No. Fill it with beer.
Well, everyone, join us next week for Army Pants and Flip-Flops, where we'll apparently find out if Tiffany's not too busy listening to podcasts about why it's called Army Pants and Flip-Flops. I'm excited.
Love you, Bill.
Love you.